What's up YouTube? In today's video I'm going to show you how to get an infinite supply of leftovers in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now leftovers is a very important item for battles and quite often you find yourself wanting more than one. If this video does help you out, drop a like on the video and a comment if it did, and let's get into it. So firstly, you want a Pokemon with the move Thief, because Thief is a move that actually steals a Pokemon's items. Now there are some Pokemon, I actually might even put them on the screen, that can get it during level up, but if you don't have a Pokemon with one, you can actually get a TM. So common Pokemon that can actually get it is Impidimp too. If you've caught yourself an Impidimp already, you can just teach it to it by going to this TM guy here. So this is the second guy, and I've already beaten the game too, so everything's unlocked, and you can buy Thief for 10,000. And you can buy the other TMs and stuff in there later on, of course, too. Now I'm just going to go into my bag and teach my Impipimp. It's interesting because Impipimp actually, that name I can get in, but I can't get it when I do it capital letters, which is strange. So I'm just going to teach that Thief, just get one real run of its moves, and this is going to be quite a common Pokemon you might be able to use to, steal items from other Pokemon that are helpful, right? And now, what I'm going to do now is we need to find a Pokemon that is holding leftovers, and the Pokemon we're going to be finding is Munchlax. So Munchlax is a rare Pokemon in Sword and Shield, and we're going to see if we can find it. So what we want to do is go to Motoshoke, and we want to go over there and get the Munchlax. Now, Munchlax is a rare Pokemon. It's a 5% chance of appearing, and it actually is only appearing in certain weather, which is normal weather. So a little quick way if you want to change the weather. Obviously, it's not the right weather at the moment. You can go into your 3DS. I noticed this. You can actually change like the date of the day, right? And if you change the date of the day, the weather will actually change too. Now, please note, after you do change the date and stuff like that, you have to wait 24 hours until the clock sort of resets all the in-game features. So just bear that one in mind. The clock will be a bit funky for 24 hours. Now, we're going to go to Motoshoke Riverbank, obviously, as I said. And as you can see at the moment, this shows all the weather of each one. So I've got a rainy one on mine at the moment. And when you press plus, it shows all the weather. So we want to go for like a normal weather icon, which is like that sun one. So you can pretty much just keep doing this method until you get like the desired weather. So on the screen, I've got the desired weather, which is normal weather. And this is going to have the Munchlax chance of spawning, right? Now, even with the normal weather, you're still going to find the 5% Munchlax. I'm going to show you how to get the Munchlax and how I get about getting the multiple leftovers. And I'm going to show you how as many I can get. Now, I was doing this for about half an hour. I've condensed the footage quite a bit. And here's the first Munchlax. That took me about 5 or so minutes to actually find that one. So now you've got the Munchlax on the screen. Now Munchlax's moves are as follows. It's got Belly Drum, Last Resort, Fire Pledge, and Metronome. So I'm playing Sword at the moment too. It spawns at a reasonably high level too. So I'm just going into my Impidimp. I probably should have been leading with that already. So lead with your Pokemon. If you want like a high, you might want to get a higher level Pokemon too than 40, because I've only got one. I've also got Frisk on this too, so I can already see that it's got leftovers. But leftovers are on Munchlax 100% of the time, right? So it'll always have a leftover. So as soon as you find one, you can do that. So now we're going to go Thief on the Munchlax, and that's going to thief the item from the Munchlax. And now you've got leftovers on your Impipimp. Okay, so that's just going to fake me. That doesn't even matter. I'm still holding the item. Now, a very important thing now, if you don't want to stop getting leftovers, you want to get like more, like loads and loads of them for your Pokemon, right? You need to actually go into your bag, and that's what you want to do. And you want to take the leftovers off your Pokemon. Don't forget about it, because if you forget about taking it off, you can't keep thieving items if you've got an item already. So just put that one in your bag, and then you can keep searching for more leftovers over and over. Now I'm going to do a couple more Munchlax encounters, because I just want to show you how quickly I can get these. It didn't feel like a 5% chance. I got them popping up, reasonably often, right? So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get, I probably do like how many I can get in half an hour. I did condense the footage a fair bit for this, but I just want to give you a little. All right, so just using a Max Revive on my Impipimp, and we're going to go around. So you'll see a lot of like Scaruppi is like a very common Pokemon here too to bump into. And just what I did right is I got off my bicycle, because the bicycle was hard to control and with the camera and stuff, and then I was constantly bumping into other Pokemon. So I'd use that as a tip to get off the bicycle and and sort of run around the edge of the grass. If you can run through the middle of the grass if you want. Just bear in mind, you know, a lot of encounters will sort of like run into you if you're sort of blind with a camera. So make sure you got the camera in the right spot. Otherwise, you'll be bumping into a lot of Pokemon and it could become like time consuming. All right, here's the second Munchlax. Now, Munchlax commonly uses Belly Drum on the first go-to. It's got Last Resort, and Last Resort actually fails when it uses it first. So commonly, a lot of the time, you won't take any damage at all, which is rather nice. And the only thing you'll probably have to worry about if it gets like Metronome Explosion or something like that, or, you know, you thief its item and then it gets Metronome Knockoff and knocks off the item. That's probably the only instance I think that it could like be really bad with Metronome, right? Okay, so that's another one there. And we're going to, once again, we're going to take the item, the leftovers off the Impipip and put that into our bag. And I always, when I do battle teams, I usually have at least, I'd have 100 leftovers, like probably on all my teams, maybe more. Like it's a very, like 100 plus leftovers. So this is a really good method of me. I'm going to be using this to get my leftovers on all my competitive teams. Okay, also, if there's any other guides you people would like me to do, please note them in the comment section of the video, like anything you're struggling with, you reckon I should cover, or you're thinking, you know, is there a faster way to do this? Please let me know. I do like covering guides and helping people out and stuff like that. Okay, so note I'm running around the edge. Most of the stuff around the edge will spawn. You can run into the middle, so stuff will spawn in there too. As you can see, Munchlax is kind of hard to see too, so just go really slowly. And as I also said, don't go on your bike, because if you're going too fast, you'll probably miss Munchlaxes. Its little blue sort of ears just poke out of the grass. It's going to be quite hard to see. Okay, we're just going to do the same old thing here. We're just going to go for Thief, and we're going to get Munchlax's leftovers and take it there. Now, this is 3 now. As I said before, it used Last Resort, so that's not going to do anything to me, which is really good. So it's a great Pokemon to farm on too. Now, Snorlax, you can't get the leftovers from. It's only Munchlax. So if you did see a Snorlax walking around at the start, you can't. Wow, I love the little aesthetics there of the, you know, the Wailmer and the Baskin. Wild areas are really, really cool. Like, it's probably one of the best features in the game. Now, this little bit here was quite funny. This is the fastest Munchlax that I got in between them. If you just, I'll just quickly show you. I'm going to take the item off here. So just like discount the time I'm taking off this item. And I was at the other patch of grass. I ran here. I took the item off. Like, look how quick this is. Remember, this is a 5% chance, so it's not like super duper common. Now, I ran up this little hill bit, and then I seen Munchlax's ears around here. I think it was up this top little bit. No, it wasn't on this top little bit. There was a really fast, like, Munchlax encounter between both. Oh, there's a Firestone there if you want to get that too. There's like an odd camera angle. Yeah, that's one thing about the odd camera angles. Make sure you use the, if you're using a Pro Controller, use the other stick so you can sort of like swivel around so you don't like randomly go into like, you know, annoying Pokemon like Scrappi that don't have the item you want. Okay, this is another Munchlax. I think we're going to go, I think I was going to go for like a really fast amount of leftovers that I could grab in, it was about 30 minutes. I did the live recording. This is a pre-recorded video, obviously. I did the live recording. It was about 50 minutes, and in that 20-minute span, I was catching this Pokemon and teaching it TM. So I took all that off. So that was sort of like a little challenge thing, see how many you can get. It all depends on luck on the spawn too, but I just keep checking each area. So once you go into one area, go into the next area in the grass, then go into the next area, and the next area, and the next area too. I also noticed when you go out of the area, the weather will still stay the same too, if you did the clock method. Yeah, there's the Snorlax there at the start. So when you see that Snorlax, you know you're in the right area. Okay, let's see if we can. There's one there. So see how you can miss the Munchlax easy? I nearly walked past that because it's quite hard to see in the grass. It's quite a small Pokemon too. It's not something you can actually go past. Okay, I think this is the last one that I'm going to do. Then I'm going to just wrap it up and show you how many you know, leftovers I got in that amount of time. Alright, we got one more Thief. The good thing about Thief too, it's got 25 PP, so you can just keep thieving through there. You can also use a Leper Berry too, so once you've run out of Thief, say you've got like, you know, you've got 25 leftovers already, you can use a Leper Berry and just heal up your PP, so you don't have to go all the way back to the Pokemon Center, right? You can get those Leper Berries on the trees that are all in the, you know, wild areas. There was a quick Munchlax there. Did you see how fast that was? That was crazy. That was literally probably 10-15 seconds into the next one. So that was my really, really fast Munchlax encounter I wanted to show you. Like between the other. It doesn't feel like 5%. I guess there's not a lot of like huge range of Pokemon in this, you know, during this weather in the wild area. Okay, I think the Munchlax actually did some damage to me with Fire Pledge. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up the video. If this video helped you, please let me know in the comment section and drop your boy a like. And here we go, guys. I got 9 leftovers in probably about, I reckon, about 20 to 25 minutes, around there. So there you go. Pretty easy item to get. And normally leftovers is quite an expensive item to get in the game too. And yeah, it's a really good item to have on your Pokemon too. It obviously gradually restores your health back and stuff. All right, people. Hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you found it helpful at least. And peace out.